Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the GC Sports YouTube Network. It's Monday evening, and you know what that means. It is time for some C Group slider action. Race number 4 of this mini season, and they are heading to the Tricky Triangle, Pocono Raceway. Every single corner is different, so which driver can adjust their car the best to be able to maneuver through each distinct corner on this track, we're about to find out. On the pole for tonight's action, we got Long Live the Sauce, his first pole of the season, and our defending winner, or last week's winner, Memory, not making the show tonight. So we might see a fresh face in victory lane at the end of this race. 32 laps, and we're about to be able to load in here in just a second.
You can load in, man.
All right. You heard Taddy there, but he's not sticking around tonight. As I go blue screen. So I will be calling the race solo. Hope you don't get too tired of my voice by the end of the night. And there's Long Live the Sauce right there with a 53.572. Got pole here. So 32 laps, no cautions, no stages. It's a straight sprint to the finish. As we load in here, tonight's race brought to you by this beautiful Fanatec shifter that we have on the screen right here, the Club Sport Series. Go online, order yourself one. Christmas is coming up, you know. So I give that a little bit of a plug-in right there. Thank you, Fanatec. So we got 3 distinct corners here tonight. Turn 1 modeled after Trenton Speedway. Turn 2 modeled after Indy. And turn 3 the Milwaukee Mile. All different types of corners here. So we're about to find out what happens as they dive off into corner number 1 for the first time tonight. It is Long Live the Sauce, followed by Travesty right there on the outside lane, making his first start of the season in that number 51 car. We had one in the wall towards the back of the field there, but for the most part, pretty clean as they exit turn 1 for the first time tonight. Sauce, Travesty still side by side. And it's really hard to get through turn 2 here side by side, so I'd get this sorted out here pretty quick. They give themselves lots of room. It's easy to wash up into the wall here on the corner, too. They get through just fine. We got 3 or 4 wide behind them. These guys are not waiting around. Here's Fire Slayer. Had a really good run in his debut last week at Chicagoland. Looking to back that up here tonight at Pocono Raceway. Already up inside the top 5. Looking to make a move for 4th. And then number 41, Stuart Haas Racing 4th. Draft going to play a major factor here down the front straightaway. As you see that with the 18 car getting a really good run around the 41. He gets a shove from the back. I think that was T. White in the 49, just sent the 41. Fire Slayer was able to rebound there. Good regroup, good driving there. Very controlled. Didn't let that contact get to his head and fluster him. And he continues on here running in 5th place. Just Ken here in the 00 won the first 2 races of the season. As mentioned, Memory got 3rd last week at Chicago. He's not in the field tonight. So just Ken trying to make it 3 out of 4 here in the 00. Hamilton up here in the 18. He comes into tonight sitting really good in the point standings. He is sitting 2nd in the point standings entering tonight. Hamilton looking to get a good run, as Just Ken is your points leader. That's who Hamilton is chasing down here for this 8-week mini-season championship. As we do have a fight for the lead. Just Ken looking underneath. Long Live the Sauce. But that draft, big bump from the 20 there to the 24 car as they head off into turn 2 for another lap. Tonight's race, only 32 laps. Only 1 pit stop here. So we will see. I think fuel window, I read somewhere it was around 19-ish laps. So easily should be able to make it on 1 stop. Single file here for the majority of the top 10. See Higgy back here trying to grab a spot here down the front straightaway. Longest front straightaway in NASCAR, I do believe, if I remember correctly. Lots of drivers washing up there in the middle of 1. see Trav cut some grass there in turn 2. Tried to cut that corner just a little bit short. Lost some momentum. Great job hanging onto the car. Doesn't lose too much time. So we have a top 7 breakaway here for the lead. Spanker has taken over the top spot there through all that madness. And here comes the 18. Hamilton, his Joe Gibbs Racing teammate, looking to make it side by side out of corner number 1. Sauce. Does he want to make it 3 wide this early in the race? No, he's just going to tuck in behind the 18. Give him a big push off into this Indy style turn 2. Leaving Spanker all out to dry there by himself in the high lane. Fire Slayer is going to make it through 4th, 3rd. Travesty right now looking for 4th place. Drives in deep, watches Spanker up the track. Here comes Just Ken underneath both of them. 3 wide for 4th place. They managed to make their way through that. No harm, no foul. A little bit of aggressive side drafting there from the 51 is what I like to call it. Just Ken easy on the brakes. Very respectful of that car to the outside. Easily clears the 51. Great launch off of corner number 1 there. Spanker getting a bump draft from Brett the Jet to get around Trav going into 2. Trav's going to let him go there. This series does have normal drafts, so they should be able to run down the leaders pretty easily if they still have that draft. Lap, followed by Long Live the Sauce, Fire Slayer, Just Ken and Spanker rounding out your top 5. Travesty, 6th place, Brett the Jet, 7th. 8th looks to be the 22 car, Tolson right here. 8th place, good start to his night. T. White sitting in 9th. Rounding out your top 10, the 14, Brinkerhoff. Right here inside the top 10 early on at Pocono Raceway. Might have had a little twitch of lag there from the 14. Got nobody around him though, so it should be okay. This is one of the most unique tracks on the entire NASCAR schedule. Here in Long Pond, Pennsylvania. House seems to be struggling here as his tires starting to age. Slap the wall there coming up to turn 3. Around, making some laps. Broadcaster Clay in the field tonight. Denkate, NASCAR WPS making his series debut here tonight. He's commentated a couple times on Thursdays for the B Group Customs, I do believe. But here he is making his racing debut. Mo Power Cowboy. Thought about 3 wide there. Thought better of it. Still early on. Guys up ahead, racing really hard. Here's Hellraiser. Fight right here. These guys are racing really hard. 34 Hagee really trying to make his way back up through. He got put in the wall there in that Fire Slayer incident. Cost himself some time, and he's trying to make that time back up. Long way to go. He might, with no draft, he might have to use a little bit of strategy there, depending on how he wants to pit. Old guy in the number 1. He's had some really solid runs this season. His finishes have not been what he's desired, so he's got to find a way to bring it home tonight, finish the deal, and get a nice solid top 10 found in that 1 car tonight. He comes in 2 this evening. He's right there on that cutoff line, 15th in points, so he needs to find a good finishing result here. He's starting to get a little bit loose there off the corner. Hamilton is getting a bit of a gap in second place. Him and Fire Slayer right here in second place. Started to open up a little bit of gap over third place, which is still Spanker. These two seem content on working together to increase that gap over third. Make it a two-horse race for the win here tonight. Down the front straightaway, two-car tandem. Hamilton followed by Fire Slayer. Increasing that gap every chance they get over Spanker. Just Ken back there in fourth. Guys have already completed 10 laps. We have 22 to go. We'll have 21 at the line. So a third of this race is already done. Going by really quick here. And the C Group sliders. Only 25% race. No cautions, no stages. So it is a sprint to the finish. See Trav right there riding behind Just Ken in the top 5 spot. The Jet back there. As well, here's Tolson. He's moving on up. As long live the sauce, he's dropped all the way back to 8th place. I don't know if he chose the wrong preset here, but he's found some problems. He's dropping some pace in the turn number 24, our pole sitter tonight. We're falling back down the running order. Brett the Jet, looking to get around the 51. Trav pushed there in the middle of that corner. Had to let out of the gas to avoid hitting the wall. That's going to allow the 42 and the 22 to get by. Here comes Tolson. Big move from the 22. He's going to slide right in front of that 42 car. 2 for 1 there for the driver of the number 22. Excellent move from Tolson. Flexing those muscles. Try to break the draft, going up into 1. So put Tolson up to 6th place for that move. So we're gonna go back up towards the front. That's Mo Power Cowboy. He might have pit already. He is behind the leaders here. Found some trouble somewhere. That number 32 car. Now riding behind the 41 and the 18 car. Trying to get his lap back the hard way. Not going to be a good result for the 32 car here tonight. Fire Slayer looks underneath the 18 coming out of corner number 1. Doesn't have the momentum to carry it down this straightaway. He's going to have to tuck back in. 32 right there might be allowing Spanker to get a little hint of draft, maybe to catch these leaders back. Waiting pit stops for these leaders. They should be just about on the outside of their window right here. When are they going to elect to make that move down pit lane for their one and only stop tonight? Do you want to stay out long? Do you want to come in early? Tires make a difference here. What do these drivers want to do? Coming to 17 to go. Just about to the halfway point of tonight's race. We see one way far down on the access road there. That looks like NASCAR WPS making his debut tonight. I don't know if he blew a tire or what, but he's down there on the access road, maybe just trying to stay out of the way. But something's wrong with the number 11 car. I'll tell you what, that 20 car, he's catching back up, about to make this a 3-horse fight for the lead. Slayer again with a different line. Hamilton looks to be signaling here. I believe that is a pit signal, so your leader looking to come in this time. Pretty easy pit road entry here. The only troubles you're going to have is speeding. Too aggressive. Looks like Fire Slayer is going to follow him in, use that same strategy. Wants to cover the 18. What does Spanker do? Does Spanker come in as well? Nope, Spanker's going to stay out another lap. So your two leaders hitting pit lane. Right at the halfway point tonight. One stint down, one to go. Oh, yay for the pit road glitch there. Let's see who has the better pit stop. A couple others on pit road. I see Brinkerhouse. I see old guy there. Looks like Fire Slayer's going to beat him off pit lane. Good entry, good stop there for the 41. He's going to have the position over the 18 as they exit pit lane. He didn't have to pass him on the track. He passed him off of it. Fire Slayer, he's going to cycle back to the lead once everything is said and done. Right now, your leader is Just Ken. Just Ken is not pit yet. Got a lot of traffic up ahead of him. Looks like Ken's going to come in this time. Ken's known to run his car just a little bit long, try to maximize his fuel and his tires. So I'm not surprised to see him still out on the track and one of the last to pit. Oh yeah, had a nervous moment there getting onto the pit entry lane. Manages to hold on to her. Fight there between broadcaster Clay. I believe that's Brinkerhoff in the 14. It is. Brinkerhoff's going to be able to clear the 12 of Clay through the tongue turn. Here comes Tackleberry. Puts a move on Clay into 3. Going to try to get a good run off of 3. He got really close to that wall, though. Brinkerhoff's going to try to break the draft here, guard that position. Doesn't want Tackleberry to get around. Everything has cycled through. Hamilton, the number 18, is back to the lead as we watch this 3-car battle right here. So Hamilton's gotten back around Fire Slayer. Dencate rim riding up there against the wall. Top 3, the 18, the 41, and the 20. These waiting to form here. Fire Slayer's going to take a look. Heading off into 2. Does the 18 back out and let him have it? No, he's going to drive it in as well. The 41 moves Fire Slayer back to the point. With a big gap there, lots of momentum off the corner as well. That side-by-side, though, has allowed the 20 to get right back up to these drivers, though. So Spanker is there. Oh, Fire Slayer really blocking down the front straightaway. Comes the 18, maybe a bump. Nope, not just yet. Fire Slayer washes up into the wall. Spanker makes a move low. He's going to take the lead past the 18. Mistake from Fire Slayer. Spanker to the front. Very good job for these drivers right there to not get into each other. Great awareness. That could have ended in disaster for these guys. They still live to fight for the win. Spanker, though, he was the big beneficiary of that mistake from Fire Slayer. He takes the lead at Pocono Raceway. And he's going to look to get away. Really clean entry into 1. Just to get a good exit off. Can he get out far enough to where the 18 and the 41 don't have that draft anymore? That's the objective for the 20 car. They'll be coming around right here to take 10 to go. So already 10 to go tonight. I told you these races are quick. 18, really close to the wall there. Here's 4th place, just Ken. He's pretty far behind these guys. Tolson in the 22 up to 5th place. Good run for him. He's had a nice rebound. He's starting to get his way up towards the front half of the top 10. There's Tolson right here sitting in 5th. Great run from the 22. Everybody else seems to be pretty single file, straightforward here at Pocono. Pretty spread out. The Sauce, our pole sitter, he continues to drop through the field. The 20 starting to get a bit of a gap over that 18. See him right here, he's running the low line down the straightaway, so the 18 doesn't get his draft. Car gains some time right there. That thing is dialed in right there, that Craftsman Toyota. You see some lap traffic up ahead. They are going to have to deal with before the end of this one. Right there, hugs that yellow line. Textbook corner there from the 18. Looks like they're catching up to NASCAR WPS and getting that 11 car. Something is still wrong with that thing. Not handling to his liking tonight in his GC Sports Racing debut. So we stay out of the way of the leaders here, give them plenty of room. Way down out of the way off the gas. Lets them go. Good move there from the 11. escapes the clutches of the 18. Can the 18 reel him back in? Hamilton still looking for a win this season, even though he's sitting second in points. Does not have that victory just yet. Spanker looking for his first. Fire Slayer looking for his first. It's going to come down to one of these three drivers who can hang on here and get it done. These drivers are coming to 6 to go. 6 to go at Pocono Raceway and the Pocono Organics. What's a quarter of 325? About 80, 81. Pocono Organics 81. 81.25. That's what we're going to call it. Comes Fire Slayer's going to make a move on the 18. It's go time for the 41. He sees that 20 getting away from these guys, and he's making a move there. He wants to try to reel him back in. Did Fire Slayer save enough of his tires to get back to that 20 car? Because that 20's got a big gap. Really good exit from the 41 there. Higgy, he's got a big move on Brett the Jet. Can he go anywhere with it? No, he's going to have to tuck in. Travesty right there as well. This is for 6th, 7th, and 8th. You see Just Ken and Tolson up there, 4th and 5th place. A little bit of looseness out of that 51 car. Job holding on to it by Travis. Fire Slayer misses his entry into 3. They're coming to 4 to go. Gap on the 18. Hamilton might have to settle for 3rd place tonight. This car doesn't look to have the long run speed of the 41 or even the 20. Here is your leader. Spanker through turn 2. Gonna round turn 3 and see 3 to go at the line. Needs 3 perfect laps to get it done here at Pocono. His first win of the season. He's got some time to work with. Can he hang on to this car? The pressure might get to him. He's got to keep his composure, got to keep calm. The 18 with a big move around the 41 on the high side of turn 1, but it's not going to be able to make that happen just yet this time around. The 20 car looking smooth, hitting all of his marks. Two to go at Pocono Raceway tonight. The penultimate time around, the tricky triangle. Spanker 24 putting on a show here this evening. He is on cruise control right now. Another good corner. He's only got 4 left. Turn 3, he's going to see the white flag waving in the air. Final lap. White flag here tonight at Pocono Raceway. For Spanker 24. Looking to get his first win. Spanker needed this. He came in tonight sitting only 24th in the standings, way down. He had only made 1 race out of the first 3. That's because he just showed up last week. So he's got to get as many points as he can if he wants to advance up to the B group for next season. 1 corner to go for the 20 car. The 18 has gotten around the 41. But that's not going to matter because Spanker drives through the checkers to take the win at Pocono Raceway. Hamilton second, Fireslayer third. Heck of a race from the top 3. They were the best cars here tonight. 1-2 for the Gibbs boys. Spanker and Hamilton. Ken comes home 4th. That's going to be enough to hold on to his points lead by 1, I do believe. Excellent racing here tonight. I'll get the fast lap and we'll get our race winner in here. Got one in here already. I'm waiting for this race to finish up. Load back into the lobby. Let's see who was flying here tonight. Party chat. Excellent race we saw here tonight at Pocono Raceway. Really clean C group. Pat yourselves on the back. That was about as good as it gets at Pocono. Really tricky, especially into turn 1 on the start of the race. Handled it well. Fast lap goes to Spanker with a 53.66. He was flying here tonight. I'm going to go blue screen, try to get Spanker in here. Let's see what we got. I don't know if I'm friends with Spanker on PSN, so let's go ahead and search his name. There he is. Okay. Well, we do have some other drivers in here, so we'll go ahead and start with our third place finisher. Third place Fireslayer. You backed up that debut last week in Chicago, where you had a second place there, and you bring it home third tonight at Pocono, man. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, it was pretty good for me. I mean, I don't usually run too well at Pocono, so I mean, it's a plus. Take what I can get.
Yeah, for sure. You had a heck of a battle. It just seems like you and the 18 car, you guys were glued together tonight, just back and forth. And you were able to get ahead of them coming out of the pit stops there, your only pit stops of the night. What more did you need to be able to keep that 18 behind you and possibly chase down that 20 car for the win?
I tightened the car up too much. A couple more clicks less on the wedge. I think it would have been all right.
Well, nonetheless, you had a great run here tonight. We got Watkins Glen coming up next week, and I know a little. You like road courses just a little bit. So, what is your outlook as you guys head to your only road course of the season next week?
I'm not underestimating any of these guys. I've never raced with most of them. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go in there thinking I'm going to be top dog. I'm going to go in there thinking I'm the underdog.
Well, that's man. If you're going in there as the
Trust me,
underdog,
trust me. You seen how I ran tonight. I lost talent there towards the end of the race.
hey, if losing talent still gets you a top three finish every race, then you're still doing something right. So, congratulations, man. Anybody you want to give a shout out to before we let you head on out?
Uh, our good buddy Sharp, yeah, he tried to help me out here, tell me what I can do and how I can run this place a little bit better than what I've been. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll give a shout out to him.
For sure. Well, congratulations here, P3. We will see you next week at Watkins Glen, buddy. Good job.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Moving on to second place here tonight, Hamilton came into this race second in points. Tentatively, it looks like you're going to leave still second in points, as just Ken had another good finish. But man, you have really been one of the strongest cars this season, always up front, and brought it again tonight at Pocono. Tell us about your car. Tell us about your race. How were you able to get it done here tonight for second place?
Yeah, well, the first stint there, me and the 41 were working really well together, which is surprising because we weren't even in the same chat. So that was fun. And then on the second stint, I guess pitting late was the move because that's how the 20 was able to get by us. I think he had fresher tires, but yeah, it was a good race. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, for sure. You guys had gotten out to a really nice gap there before pit stops, and somehow I don't know what the 20 car did. I'll have to ask him to find out, but he was able to run you guys down. What could you have done to the 18 car to make it just that little bit faster to be able to hold on to tonight's win?
I don't really know. I mean, I had another race here in a different league, and I used the same setup, and I won that race. So I just went with that setup, and
Hmm.
I literally do not know what I could have done to go faster. I guess pit later and have fresher tires towards the
Yeah.
end.
Well, nonetheless, you had a heck of a job. Did a heck of a job tonight. Again, running in the top five, and that is your third top five out of four races. So looking like a true contender here to bring home this mini season title. So congratulations here tonight on second place at Pocono. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I just want to let Taddy know we're all thinking about him. I know he's going through a tough time, and I know how living in Oklahoma is with that weather, and that's why I don't live there anymore. So, yeah, I just want to let him know that we're all thinking about him.
Yeah, for sure. That's why Taddy wasn't in the booth tonight. He's got some things going on outside of the game, so we would do wish Taddy the best, and hopefully he'll be able to come back to us here soon. Maybe next week for some road course action. We'll find out. Let's see. Spanker is in the party. I didn't even see him join, but we got our race winner in here as well. Spanker picking up your first win of the season and only your second start. Man, that 20 car was on absolute rails tonight. What did you do to that thing to get it so good there at the end of that race?
Well, surprisingly, I started off the race on a one, and when I qualified third, I knew I must have had something, even though I didn't think I was going to qualify that high. And as the run went on, the car got better and better. And in that final pit stop, I used the setup that RJ Smitty gave me, and it just felt like even better than the preset one, and it was flying.
Well, that doesn't bode well for me because I got to race RJ tomorrow night. But so if that's the setup he gave you, I guess I know who I got a gun for, Mr. RJ Smitty. But man, that thing it was looked so just stuck to the racetrack. I mean, coming out of the pit stops, or even before the pit stops, you had quite the gap to make up. You had lost the draft to the front, too. Just based off of pure pace, man, that car was fast tonight. Tell us a little bit how you were able to get back up to those guys and that little mistake by Fire Slayer there coming out of turn one to make it three wide and get the lead for the final time.
Yeah, so yeah, like I said before, my car came in during the end of the run, so when Fire Slayer and Hamilton were like struggling on their tires, my car felt amazing. Like I could dive into turn two and I could just nail that freaking apex and just get a huge run off the
Hmm.
corner. And I just slowly started reeling them in a little bit more and more each lap. And uh, I was gonna pit with the 18 and the 41, but I decided that maybe fresher tires might be a better situation,
Hmm.
so I pitted the next lap. And I didn't think, honestly, I didn't think I was gonna run them down that quickly. But when I started like reeling them in with like 5 laps on those tires, I'm like, holy crap! Uh, I'm like, this team is flying right now.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
yeah, and the 41 came off of turn one. I didn't think he was gonna hit the wall, but I saw him hit the wall, and I knew that the 18 was just like right underneath him. So when that happened, I just like dove to the inside and was luckily be able to sneak past both of them.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Well, that's all you needed to bring it home tonight was just that small little error there from the 41 holding up the 18. That 20 car of yours was gone. So, congratulations. Anybody you want to give a shout out to before we let you head on out?
yeah, I'd like to give out a shout out to already I said, but RJ Smitty, my the guy who gave me my preset and also my setup, and then also my crew chief, probably your dad.
Oh man, there's another one I got to race tomorrow night. Oh, this is sounding worse and worse for me. But great job, man. We'll see you next week at Watkins Glen. Go celebrate with your boys on your first dub tonight.
Thanks, I will.
All right. Well, what a heck of a race we saw here at Pocono for race number 4 of this 8-week mini series. Here for GC Sports, the C Group Sliders. Next week, they do head to a road course for the first time and only time this season, Watkins Glen International. Um, I mean, who's going to show up and be the road course ringers? We will have to find out together. Live results here for tonight, though. Spanker picks up the win for his first dub. Hamilton comes home second. Fireslayer third. Just Ken gets fourth. Higgy battles his way back to a top 5. Tolson gets 6th. Travesty 7th. Brett the Jet 8th. 9th goes to Long Live the Sauce. And rounding out your top 10, Broadcaster Clay with a solid run here tonight. 11th is going to be Old Guy. 12th, Tackleberry. 13th going to be T. White. 14th, Butters. 15th, Brinkerhoff. 16th, Denkate. 17th, Hellraiser. 18th, Mopower Cowboy. Rounding out the field is going to be the number 11, NASCAR WPS in 19th place. So for GC Sports, my name is GTR Mike 89. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate your support. Make sure you tune in the rest of the week as we got B Group Sliders tomorrow at Pocono, and then the 2 custom series Wednesday and Thursday at Pocono. So for myself, I'll see you guys next time, and you guys have a good night. Stay safe.